Haha, it is Adobo. So, hello everybody. It is Dr. Warren for another episode of the show. We're going to talk about another food recipe today. Some good stuff. So what we're going to do is talk about adobo, and I'm going to share with you something that was really good for me, something that helped me out, because recently in all the running around doing this and that, I broke my phone. So these guys are, there we go, Owl Repair. Look into the owl. So these guys are located in Kennesaw, and as you see, they repair phones, tablets, gaming consoles, and, well, flat screen TVs. And they're located at 2015 Barrett Lakes Parkway. Barrett Lakes Boulevard, Suite 202 in Kennesaw. So, great guys. They actually found that my battery was also defective, so they removed that while they're in there. Kind of like phone surgeons. I definitely recommend. So that's for Owl Repair. Thank you, Owl. And let's move on with the show. So what other things are going on? We're talking about adobo, right? That's why I have on the adobo shirt. So I know I owe you a skin video. Part of this is going to talk about skin. Well, why? Adobo. What is adobo? Adobo is a meal. It's a type of cooking. It's a cooking technique, and you may know of the word if you have Mexican friends or Filipino, maybe even Spanish. Because these countries all share a similar lineage with Spain, going way, way back in the day. So we're going to be talking about the Filipino version of adobo. Now, the reason why I like adobo for health purposes is that it makes food fun and you get collagen out of it. Now, we know when we're trying to repair skin, we're trying to repair any tissue, we need collagen. Collagen is what? Well, it's a type of protein that actually makes up your skin. Now, there's a lot more that goes into the collagen conversation than just drinking the juices that come out of chicken or some other type of meat. But for now, we're just going to talk about that. But for later, the things I'm going to get on is I'm going to take you to the collagen meeting room. The conference table. See, there's a conference table that the collagen conversation is had around. So, meaning to build any tissue, well, you got to have dirt. So that starts with sand or silica. Now, you have the silica table here. Then you have all these guys coming around it. And they're different people. There are some by the name of iodine. You have copper, because that really holds them together, cinches them down. You have calcium, that's like a glue. You've got a lot of people that participate in the making of collagen, the making of tissue. But right now, we're just talking about the basics. We're going to get into collagen. And we're going to repair our collagen by adobo. Okay, so here we go. To make your own adobo, and remember, we're going to do this as a slight variation. This is a healthy adobo. Because the real deal adobo is awesome, but when you're cooking it at high temperatures, you take oils, you cook them at high temperatures, you damage the oil. And what I mean by that is, think of it like an apple. You take an apple, you cut it, you throw it on a table, boom, it starts to brown right in front of your face, right? Well, that's oxidation, that's rusting. That rust, if it were to happen on the oil, goes into your body and it starts to rust your body. So when your body starts to rust, you have breakdown of everything. And in this case, we're talking about some skin and we're talking about some tissues. So that's called aging. So we want to slow that down. How do we slow that down? We slow it down by grubbing. So let's get on with the grub medicine. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to grab us a pound of chicken thighs. 1 pound. I like thighs because there's a lot of fat. Also, another thing about fat is that it is a good, long, slow burning fuel. It's very similar to diesel. It gets you going like a dump truck or a bulldozer. Power, very long burn, not like sugar or many other types of simple carbohydrates, which just They burn off in no time. Very volatile, you know, like gasoline. We don't want that. We don't want very volatile things, things that will spike your energy and then crash. We want things that will work very stable throughout the day. So that's another reason why we love our fats. So we're going to do 1 pound of chicken thighs. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to get some soy sauce. I know, don't kill me yet. You can get non-GMO gluten-free soy sauce. They are out there. One of the names is a tamari. A little different than a soy sauce, but very similar. You can also use Bragg's aminos, liquid aminos. It is very different than a soy sauce. It's a little on the sweet side, but it's non-GMO, gluten-free, all that good stuff. Now, one of the benefits, if we are doing things for health purposes, is if you eat the Bragg's or use the Bragg's to cook with, nice thing is you're getting amino acids. What are amino acids? Amino acids are building blocks of protein. So why do you want those? Because most of the time our digestive systems are not very good. The constitution of the GI is just not there. GI, gastrointestinal, your stomach system. You're not secreting enough stomach acid. So if you don't have enough stomach acid and you're not producing enough enzymes, how are you going to break down that protein? You don't. So over time, a lot of that stuff just builds up in the gut. That decreases oxygen levels. It starts to fester. It starts to build up, just like a swamp. Slow movement creates stagnation. You don't want stagnation in your body. You don't want stuff building up in your guts, getting all stank, because that goes back into the bloodstream and does you in. So we want to stay away from that. Now, what we're going to do here, since we're staying away from all that bad stuff, is going with the amino acids allows for easy absorption. Okay? That's how we're avoiding the stagnation that could come if you don't have sufficient enzymes or proteases. Okay? Anything that ends in an ACE is an enzyme. It's the ace of breaking things down, the master of breaking things down. So anytime you see an ACE, anything that ends with an ACE, it means it's going to break down something. That's an enzyme. And usually we're a little low on those. And we can talk about why later. But let's just get to the shortcut. We know that the stomach isn't working very well, so let's decrease the amount of stress on the system, keep the stomach system clean, and use simple stuff such as amino acids. Easy absorption. Okay, so you either have your soy sauce of choice or your aminos. You're going to use, and a lot of this you can wing, but we want equal ratios of everything. So we're going to want to use a half cup. You can say a half cup to a quarter cup of your soy sauce of your choice, and match that with an equal amount of vinegar. Vinegar of your choice. There's a lot of variations that you can do. Can you use apple cider vinegar? Yes, it will definitely change the taste, but it's okay. Very strange. We have done it, and it's interesting. But the traditional vinegar is going to be a white vinegar. Another play that you can do on this is to use pepper sauce. What we call in the South, pepper sauce. Or in the Philippines, we call it sukang anghang. Now that is going to be regular old vinegar, a lot of peppers in there. And we also add some extra things in the Philippines, you know, onions and all this other good stuff. You can find that at an Asian grocery. So those are the different vinegars that you can use. Make sure you match those up equal parts. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to get half a tablespoon to a tablespoon of our peppercorns, whole peppercorns. Now, I better mention this. The nice thing about pepper is pepper actually increases absorption of things in the stomach system. So black pepper is a good one for you. Great, does other things too. We're just gonna leave it right there right now. Now, after we do that, we're gonna get 2 bay leaves. 2 bay leaves. Next thing, if you want, add just a little pinch of our Himalayan salt, because that's always great to get those minerals and just a little extra flavor if you like. You don't have to. And then we're going to add 2 big old fat cloves of garlic. If you like, you could add a little more, but go for 2 for now. Now, make sure that I got all of that. Yes, I did, because I put a little notepad together for me today. You're going to put all that together, and this is the variation here. Now the variations, how we're cooking it. We're cooking it at low temperatures for a little bit of time. And what I have fallen in love with is the Vitaclay. So I do my adobos on Vitaclay, and it comes out amazing. And actually, it's very similar to a cooking pot or device, if you will, called a palayok, something I experienced in the Philippines, which is a clay pot. Well, you have to put that over a special fire stove and whatnot. The electric version is the Vitaclay, which is very awesome. So I use the Vitaclay for it. You can use whatever you like. But put it on low, let it simmer, 30 minutes. You could do even an hour. If you're using a Vitaclay, you can let it rip for an hour, and it'll make it amazing. Now, after that's all done, you're going to have a nice, basic, healthy adobo. Now, what we're doing with this, the health benefits, not to mention the aforementioned, but collagen. We're in trying to fix tissues, so we've got to present some of what the tissue's made of. The nice thing here is all the juice is going to come out of there, especially if you do it with the Vitaclay. It makes it very juicy, and it maintains a lot of that juice. That's also called sabaw in the Philippines. We're just going to call it juice from now. And that juice, that's the essence of the chicken. You're going to have lots of good fat in there. You're also going to have the collagen that we're looking for. So serve that on top of white rice or brown. Usually better off to go brown just because you get a little bit more fiber. Fiber, of course, the fiber is the janitorial surface and of the body, sweeping the streets, and also it is there to help nurse your probiotics, or your people that do kind of the maintenance and the farming and things like that around the body. Fiber will also go and support them and actually feed them and nurture them so that you can help keep the maintenance of the body up. So that's where the brown rice comes in for fiber. But as a whole, guys, that's adobo. Let's run back through this really quick. I'm just going to look at my handy dandy little pad here. So you're going to have a pound of thighs. You're going to do soy sauce. You're going to do your vinegar, equal ratios. We were saying 1/4 cup to a 1/2 cup of these things, just depending on what you like. This one we're free to play with. You're going to add 2 bay leaves. You're going to have a 1/2 to a whole tablespoon of whole peppercorns and 2 fat pieces of garlic. And if you like salt, throw that in there. A little Himalayan because of all the minerals in there. Now, there are other variations of adobo. You will find that in some parts of the Philippines they actually put potatoes. You can chop up some potato in there. Some places I have actually seen egg, like boiled eggs. You can even, those are chicken eggs, but I have also seen quail eggs. If anybody's interested in a quail egg, you can throw some quail eggs in there and try that out. But that is all for me for today. That is adobo, an easy, delicious way to help fix your collagen and slow the aging process. Not only that, let's talk about joints. The collagen is a part of the joints, so if you are watching this talking about, my joints are really bothering me, I need a little something to help that out, eat adobo. Well, guys, that's all for me for today. Thank you so much for watching. Of course, as always, comments, questions, concerns, put them in the comments down below. And don't try anything without talking to your doctor first. You've got to talk to them, because if you do anything crazy and you kill yourself, I don't want your ghost following me. So make sure you talk to your doctor. Everything here is for educational purposes. And, well, as I always say, see wale, waleo.